We're touching base here in front of our own Sky cameras for the first time to see Michael Carrick's side in training. And to give you some kind of team news immediately, I can let you know that Matthias de Ligt not in training this morning. Now, looks unlikely to be involved against Arsenal, you could say, for this weekend. We'll see if he's back.
And Dan, obviously there's been a lot of talk about who is leading training. Right now it looks like Michael Carrick is pretty hands-on.
Well, it's very interesting, Leanne. I mean, first of all, before the players came out, and I can tell you what kind of we just saw on the eye, and as a group, they were looking to plan the session. We knew led a lot of the sessions at that time in this club's history. Carrick very hands-on in terms of his coaching.
What have you noticed they brought to the team? Because I'm not having that the players turned on that performance. What do you think he's done that's like magically turned things around so quickly?
It'll be little things like perhaps making their days at the training ground shorter. Of course, this team has one game a week, and from what I've been told, the way their days look at the moment are a bit shorter. Everything feels a bit less intense, I would probably say, is fair. I mean, when we arrived, the players came out and they all seemed very happy to say hello. Just think all of that contributes to what seems like a more positive atmosphere. But I don't know if you agree, I feel like the bigger game is almost against Fulham the following week at Old Trafford, to see how they'll look to play week to week.
Manchester United received a huge boost ahead of their crucial Premier League clash against Nottingham Forest after both Benjamin Sesko and Casemiro returned to first-team training at Carrington. The pair were spotted training with the squad as preparations intensified for the upcoming encounter, with supporters excited to see two important stars back on the pitch. In a major surprise, legendary former manager Sir Alex Ferguson was also present during the training session, overseeing parts of the drills and speaking with players and coaching staff. Ferguson's presence immediately lifted the atmosphere around the training ground, with many players eager to impress one of the greatest managers in football history. The iconic Scotsman appeared heavily involved throughout the session, closely watching tactical drills and occasionally giving instructions from the sidelines. Several reports around Carrington suggested Ferguson shared words of encouragement with the squad, reminding players of the standards, mentality, and fighting spirit required to succeed at Manchester United. Meanwhile, Sesko's return came as a massive relief for the club ahead of the Nottingham Forest showdown. The striker had recently missed training due to a minor knock, sparking concerns among supporters. However, the Slovenian forward looked sharp and confident during the session, participating fully in attacking drills and finishing exercises alongside his teammates. Casemiro also returned to action after recovering from a recent fitness setback. The experienced Brazilian midfielder trained at full intensity and looked determined as he rejoined the squad. His return is expected to provide much-needed stability and leadership in midfield as Manchester United continue pushing for important results in the final stages of the season. Current manager Michael Carrick was reportedly pleased with the intensity shown during training, especially from returning players Sesko and Casemiro. Carrick and his coaching staff are believed to be carefully monitoring the fitness levels of the squad ahead of the clash, but early signs indicate both stars could be available for selection. The mood around Carrington was noticeably positive throughout the session, with players fully focused and determined ahead of the important fixture. Younger members of the squad were also seen interacting with Ferguson, whose appearance served as extra motivation for the entire team. Manchester United supporters will now hope the return of Sesko and Casemiro, combined with the inspirational presence of Sir Alex Ferguson, can help the Red Devils produce a strong performance against Nottingham Forest. With confidence building inside the camp, fans are expecting a high-energy display as United aim to continue their momentum in the Premier League.